want a Vitamix. I just want to smooth all my smoothies real smooth like. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming today. If you haven't already, subscribe down below. Make sure you leave a comment today and give this video a thumbs up if you still need a Vitamix. The first thing I want to mention is that at the moment my boyfriend and I are in school and I don't actually start my job until February 7th, which is about a week away. So for the last couple of months, neither of us had a job, but you know, we have had savings. So I will kind of go back and forth between not having any money and saving for a Vitamix and also having an income and saving for a Vitamix. The first thing that I would suggest doing is when you have a job is to allocate a certain percentage of your weekly or your monthly income to the Vitamix. So what I would say is maybe just start off with 5% of your earnings going towards a separate account that you would call like a Vitamix account.
So keep in mind here that if you're making $1,500 a month, 5% of that is $75. So if your Vitamix is $700, it's only going to take you about 9.3 months to save up for that Vitamix, which is pretty dang awesome.
So keep in mind that a lot of banks offer free savings accounts. Now there might be some small details that, you know, will get you here and there, like you're never allowed to withdraw from this account. But if you get the savings account, you read the details, it can be free. So I have about 5 or 6 savings accounts because they're free for me to have. Now they do cost money to withdraw. You can only withdraw once a month, but that's not a big deal because your plan here is to not withdraw until you have all the money saved up. Pretty much, we're really trying to avoid here using the credit cards because you want to buy something and you want it to be yours. You don't want to have to be paying it off. Now, that being said, the Vitamix is a really, really healthy thing to have in your life. And if you don't have a blender at all, I'm not going to judge if you go and put that on your visa. But I do have a blender. It sucks. I hate it. It takes me 10 minutes to make a smoothie and I have to shake it all the time. But that's besides the point. Have an allocated specific percentage that goes towards your Vitamix. This beautiful, beautiful piggy bank that my boyfriend made for us to save for our Vitamix. We have decided that every time we want to buy, let's say, a coffee or go out to a movie or spend money on an extra frivolous item like vegan cheese because we don't necessarily have the money to buy that, we tell ourselves, no, let's put that money towards a Vitamix. Now, of course, sometimes we do go get coffees and sometimes we go out for dates. That's not saying you have to stop that, but it's saying that you have to look at each thing you buy and go, would I rather have a Vitamix than spend this $10? Right now in our lives, a lot of the answers are, yes, we'd rather have a Vitamix. That's what him and I have been doing. Another great thing to do if you're saying no to that date or that special event because you're putting the money towards your Vitamix instead, remember that there's a plethora of ideas online for free dates. So there's a list of 60 dates that the other night we looked up and we had a fortnight instead of going out to the hockey game, I think it was. So we built a huge blanket fort and we watched the episode of Community where they have that blanket fort throughout the whole university. Yeah, I'm 25. Anyway, another point I really want to stress is unless this is something that you can't live without, do not buy it on credit. Just keep thinking to yourself, if you buy it on credit, you don't own it. So work your butt off. Just work your butt off and realize that you don't need that Starbucks coffee. You don't need that trip to the mall, buy that new shirt. You really, really don't. Another tip I want to share with you is, you know, under your couch, when you're vacuuming your couch and you find that loonie, you find that corner, oh wait, you find that dollar bill and you find that quarter. In Canada, we call our $1 coin loonies. We're pretty strange. Anyways, take that money, don't put it in your wallet and use it for your coffee, put that straight in here. Another tip I have that obviously isn't going to apply to a lot of people because your partner may not be as interested in a Vitamix as you, but if your partner is interested in a Vitamix, think about splitting the cost. Now I know this is a really big commitment. Buying a Vitamix is pretty much like having a dog or a baby. I never said that. It's not that hard. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that it probably is going to have a lot of sentimental value to you. So if by chance you do split up, you're going to have to somehow figure out who gets the Vitamix and who doesn't. So good luck with that. But Paul and I did decide to go on it together, and so that makes saving for it half as hard. Another tip that I have is if you have an online buy and sell site that you use all the time, put an alert out. Put an alert out for your Vitamix because Vitamixes are really, really great products. Even if you buy a used Vitamix, it's still gonna last you a lifetime. So what we've done is we use Kijiji. We could also use Craigslist or whatever, but put a search engine out there for you so you get an email anytime someone in your general location adds a Vitamix to Kijiji. Anyways, at this point, since neither of us had a job, this is $100 that both of us had in our savings or our checkings account that we decided to allocate from something else into the Vitamix. I think it's all gonna change once I start my job again. But until then, it's just kind of scraping by with pennies and saving what you can for something that you really, really want. Now, of course, this can apply to anything in your life. If you want more advice on how to save for things, let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear how you guys are saving for a Vitamix. I want to hear what you guys do instead of using a Vitamix. So yeah, make sure you subscribe down below, leave a comment, tell me what you use, and also give this video a nice big thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Ow, my foot has a cramp in it. Oh, jeez, I'm old. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I will see you on the next video. I just want a Vitamix.